So hi guys, welcome. It's your girl Night Choose Therapy. It's me, girl. It's me. So I hope you have watched my last video, and if you have not watched my last video, then go back and watch it right now because you need to watch it. Well, it's nice to see you all. Like I always say, oh, like I recently said to say, if you wanna message me or anything, I will drop my email in the description below. So feel free to email me. Got it this time. Feel free to email me and just tell me things. Okay, I'll be going live very soon, and I want to see you all in my live sessions. Today we have something very good, but before I start, I will say subscribe to my channel if you are new. Then turn on the notifications button, comment, share, you know, that's it. So come on, let's go. Today we're talking about what I would do if I was a parent. So parents, get your seat. African parents, Nigerian parents, any parents in the whole world, get your seat. And teens too, teens, get your seat too. We are doing the parent edition. What I would do if I was a parent. This would be a very, very nice, session. Let's go. So, okay, let's say I am Miss Margaret, and I have two kids, a boy and a girl, one 16, one 14, or any age, but they are like teens, they are not grown up already, they're not adults yet. So, what I would do if I was a parent, first of all, I would give them all the love in the world. Yeah, you all know that that was coming. Giving them all the love they deserve and everything. Then, second of all, I would be truthful with them. That is, I will always tell them the truth about life, love, relationships, commitment, and everything. Yeah, let's dive in right now. This world we are in, it revolves around our human relationships. I'm sorry. No one can coexist like on his own, right? There must be, interactions with you and another person. You cannot just be a man and say, I will not talk to anyone in this life until I die. Who are you? Except you're trying to break a record, maybe Guinness record. Okay, that's different. But now let's face reality. We all need relationships, right? It does not have to be, boyfriend, girlfriend, like normal relationship. Our neighbors we see in our compound, in our yards, we have this relationship with them. Good morning, hi, how are you? It does not have to be so, you know, bonded, but it could be casual relationship, right? That's good. So now let's talk about relationships. Everyone needs it. So as your child is growing up to an teen, it's to 18, and then to an adult, then you should be honest with them about who people they meet and how the world is. This is an unfair world. Teach them, make them smart, even if they are not, make them smart. What could possibly go wrong in a parent teaching their own child on how to be smart and streetwise? Okay, let's say they're in high school, right? What would you do? Teach them, because in high school, whether you're male or female, you will meet people, right? You will meet both genders. People who will try to change your values and your morals and your beliefs. But if your child has a strong, firm, you know, faith and value and believes in you or in your teaching, if they value what you teach to them, when someone tries to give them an opposite, teaching, they would not incline to that. They will not cling on to that. Okay, so like you have to teach them, tell them the truth. If if your girl child does not have to come and ask you for advice and be like, mommy, I don't know, you could just sit her down. Hey, come on, hey Tasha, sit. Let's talk about boys, about men, about guys. Let's talk about them. Give them that talk. Because if you don't give it to them, they will still get it somewhere else. And prayer is not from the wrong person. I always say that. Because when they get that wrong talk for the first time, it might stick to their head. And when it sticks to their head, it is what it is. So you could just come on, Tasha, come sit down. Come on, let's talk. Okay. Uh you guys, so okay, this guy, your girl, you're 16, and very soon, oh, you're already having guys, boys approaching you. Oh, I like you. Can we be friends? Can we be more than friends? And it's good because I mean you're attractive, you're a woman, right? You're a lady, you're a pretty girl. Just other things like you're a lady, you're a pretty girl, but then you have to go to the main thing. Told her what to do. She's 16. She does not have to actually be in a relationship at that point. You know, there's something I want to like kind of say. The way Africans think and the way the whites think is different. A girl of 16 years old in an African society will be like, your parents will not talk you and say, okay, it's fine if you want to be in a relationship. It's fine, it's your choice. You're growing old, you're getting old. That's like only 10% out of 100% of African parents would actually say that. 10%. The 90 will say, what? What are you doing? What at your age? Don't try that. No. And I respect that so much. I respect that because I feel like that's the best. But like I always said, this is my own opinion. You don't have to be inclined to my own opinion. I'm just telling you how to I'm giving you ways and solutions, okay? So if an African parent says no, you are still young, then an American parent will be like, "Oh, honey, that's nice. Oh my God, we did he ask you to prom?" They have this free mind spirit, and that's that, and that's Africans' own. But anyway, if you decide that okay, you want to let your kids date or be in a relationship, then it's up to you as a parent. But all I'm trying to say is that you should talk to them, let them know what they're getting into. It's not, even if they're young, it should not just be for fun. I mean, why date for fun when you can actually date for 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 the future, for commitments, for marriage and every other thing. Tell them the truth. Tell parents, dad, mom, tell your girls the truth. If a guy is not making efforts, then she's not the one. Tell them, sit them the fuck down and tell them the truth. Tell them how it is. You know what? The men are in such a good position to talk to the ladies because they are men. You don't want your girl to be used like some kind of tissue and be thrown away. You don't want her, right? You know how it was in your date's dad. Now the parents here, the dad, right? You know how it was in your own days. How you guys, oh, this girl, you just go meet her, do your thing, and then that's all. If you don't want your girl to be that girl, like they say, karma will come back. It's always real. Then talk to your girl child. Let it be known that you gave her an advice, because they will still do what they want to do. But at least be a parent and say something. So, like I said, it's better for the fathers, for the dads to actually give the advice to the ladies, because no, both parents can give, but like when it relates to men, the man should tell you this is how men behave. A man will invest in you if you are worth investing. Tell her, a girl, a guy, any guy, if she's in high school, or if she's out of high school, or if she's in college, in university, just tell them. And a mom too, a mother, mom, mommy, anyone, you could actually sit with your child, girl child, and talk to her. Tell her too, um girl, put yourself first, love, because these men will put themselves first before you. Talk to them. That's why a father figure and a mother figure is important in every child life. But if unfortunately one parent is missing in the picture, then it's fine. A parent can be both mom and dad or dad and mom. That goes for the male child too. Sit him down too. There are women players out there. Tell him the things. Tell him how not to break a girl's heart. Tell him not to, you know, push on if he's not interested. Tell him not to play with a woman's emotion. Teach them. They would value your teaching more than, you know, what they would get outside. They would get info outside too. They would, because the world is so socialized. You could get info, anything you ask Google, Chat GPT, you could get it within seconds. So teach them, because they will still go and ask maybe Chat GPT or anything, or Google or anything for answers too, and they will combine them. But when you speak like a parent filled with wisdom and everything, they'll be like, okay, yeah. Give them illustrations. Tell them about, okay, in my own time when I was in high school. Give them stories. They're your kids. Even if you did not have it right, don't you think it's good for them to actually have it right? Every parent will want their child to do better than them, better than them. Okay, so even if you can't, you know, open up about your past, maybe you have a tragic past, or you have an emotionally abusive partner back then in the past, you could actually just still give them that talk, but leave your past behind and just give other illustrations. Parents, like I always say, you have a major role to play. You have a major role to play in this, in your upbringing, in the child upbringing, in your kids upbringing. You want to make better things from the world, for the society. Nobody's perfect. No perfect parent, no perfect kid, no perfect man, no perfect woman. We all make mistakes. But what makes us, close to perfection is trying to fix our mistakes, trying to get better after every mistake. So that's it. You have to be that parent who will sit that child and say, let me talk to you. If I was a parent, I would love my child. I would talk to my child. I would provide everything they need. Emotional support is like 1 billion% needed. Because why won't you do that as a parent? Why? They need your emotional support. They need to know that yes, my papa, my mama got my back. They need to know they are loved at home. So they don't go out there looking for some kind of, you know, man or woman to give them the love they never got. If a parent don't love a child, and who will on this earth? Aside from the love of God, who will? That's why the training a parent gives to his child is the first and the basic training. That's the basic training. Because when they go out, they would go out and they would display what they are being taught at home. A lot of these people, a lot of these men who hits the wife, who fight, who punch their wives, if you look at 80% of them, that is what happened in their house, in their family. While growing up, they saw that dad hit their mom, and that is very bad, because kids tend to, what they see, what they are seeing now, it goes to their brain, and they start acting it. Okay, let's take this for instance now. Put on the TV, put a 6, 7 year old, 9, 10, put a child on the TV, put an action movie that has so much fighting, or just put wrestling. You know, wrestling always has that warning: do not try this at home or in school, or when you're not trained, don't try it. But kids tend to actually do cha. They want to fight, they want to jump. Oh, Spider-Man! They want to get things because that's what they see and they visualize it. They want to make it happen. So when a child is being brought up in an abusive home, trust me, they would be abusive. Like that is another topic. abusive homes, mental, it does a lot of mental damage to a child, and it programs them to be abusive to you, right? So you would provide emotional support, not just physically. Don't just say, okay, I shelter you, pay your I pay your school fees, I pay your bills, I buy you clothes, I buy you this, and that's all. They need your love. You don't have to be cold, to be to be respected or to be strict. These are your kids. You brought them to this world, so you are responsible for their upbringing. That's it. So that is what being a kid, being a teen, that is what like it is for them. They need someone to direct them. They don't have to come and say, mommy, I need advice. You could just sit down, say, Trisha, I'm talking to you about this today. Sit your fucking ass down. I'm so sorry for my language. that's it for that's it for us. When you provide it, you provide the physical and the financial support. The mental, you don't have to be abusive. When it comes to discipline, you know how you discipline your kids. You know how you discipline your kids. Remember, we don't want to raise abusive kids. You don't want kids that would, you know, tomorrow turn out to be women beater or woman beater, or you know, women fighting. Ah, man, I don't. That's another topic on its own. Like I said, abusive family could do a lot of damage. It could not just be, beating. It could be words too. Sometimes what could come out from our mouth could be so damaging that it could damage your kid's self-esteem. I personally know how that feels. Some words are not meant to be said by a parent, and some words are not meant to be heard by a teen. So when you don't take that caution and you say anything, as maybe you are angry, you just blob out anything, I'm so sorry, then your kid will, you know, then you are starting another episode with your kid to make him feel like he's not or she's not what it reduces their self-esteem. Trust me, that is the that abuse, emotional abuse, does a lot of harm. It does harm. I could do a whole video on that. It does a lot of harm to these kids. What you say to them, what they take in, like it does a lot. So we should be responsible. You should discipline your kids, but with in a reasonable way. Don't over discipline them. You could scold them. Hey, Junior, I don't like what you did. I don't like this. Do this, Junior. You were supposed to be, reading your books and you're pressing your phone. You scold them. If it's an African parent, okay, they get that word of training, that word of punishment, that king. They whip. At least you whip with sense. Don't whip and kill your child. What happened? Mm? What? And then you provide, like I said, you provide their health, regular checkups. As a girl, your baby girl will see her menses very soon. Baby boy, very soon he will have this, things male have. I don't really know, but as I think from when they are born till 19, I think they need you the most because they are teens. Then when they are 20, they're still a teen, but at least they're 20. Every law in every country, I think when you're 20, I think you're already an adult, so you should. But when they're 19, at least you are still responsible for them, even if maybe you're not in the same household. You could actually still give them advice through calls, through text, bond with them too, spiritually too. If you're Muslim, you're Christian, or any religion you serve, bond with them, like spiritually too. Teach them the ways of your faith. Let them know God. Let them know who He is. Let them know that even if they are burdened, God would, ease them. There's some things that a child may not be able to come and say to his parents. Mommy, this happened, this that happened, or that this that happened. But I mean, they could actually sit and just talk to God, sit and have a conversation with God and just, talk to Him. Like, even if they can't see Him, but they should know that He can't see them. He's all knowing. He's all knowing. He's everything. That's who God is. So, like I said, you bond with them, be there for them emotionally, physically, financially, health wise, spiritually too. Don't be an abusive parent, and please take your, marital troubles outside of your kids. Your kids don't have to see you guys fighting. Yes, there is no perfect marriage, there is no perfect um husband and wife, but when you guys are having your arguments, please, if possible, take it away from your kids. You don't have to see, because some parents would actually be abusive. They could be insultive to themselves. I hate you, useless man, you're not this. And just make sure that your kids don't hear those words. Please, please, just take that drama, carry it there, put down, put on another, do it there, settle your scores there. Don't let them see you being abusive on each other. I am not supporting an abusive home, but people will be people. That's the truth. I can only give advice to those who want to or who are willing to take it. Or people will still do what they want to do, but don't involve your kids in your drama. They don't have to see those images. They don't have to hear those words. Be mindful of what they see, what they take into their brain. It could be very, very risky because those kids will grow up to do what they saw. Mhm. Like I said, if I was a parent, I would make sure I tell my child the truth. Let them know what's happening in the world. Let them know how life is. Life is unfair. If you don't work hard, trust me, if you don't work hard now, you work hard later. That's the truth. Let them know. Let them put themselves first, at least now. For now, put yourself first as a child, as a teen. Put yourself first. Go to school. If you're not going to school, then go to wherever you're going to maybe work or college or anything. Make your money. Then you could talk about partners. But if you want to be in a relationship, that's fine. That's so fine. But to be on the safe side, it's good to put yourself first. So if anything happens with your partner who is not yet your husband or your wife, at least you put yourself first. You could bounce back. So when someone puts themselves first, is nice. It's good. So as a lady, you do that too because men do that. They don't even need to be told. They do that. So be sharp, be wise, put yourself first, love yourself. Tell them to love themselves, parents. Tell your kids. You don't have to be perfect like Trisha. You don't have to have no friendship body and everything. You are perfect just the way God created you. That's just it. You're perfect. Nobody I'm not perfect. So my skin is not skinny. I'm not perfect. But I'm okay. I have battled with a lot of things, anxiety and everything, but I'm not perfect. And every day I learn to accept that I'm not perfect. So why should I beat myself about something like that? I'm okay. I'm perfect the way I am, but I'm not perfect. There is no perfect man out there, but I am perfect the way I am. I'm okay the way I am. Tell your kids that too. They don't have to be, you know, like those people they see on TikTok with everything looking perfect, but you don't know what's happening in their insides or at home. Make sure as you love them, you tell them to love themselves because self hatred is very, very common amongst teens because when they go to school, to wherever to work or to that part-time job. You don't know who they come in contact with, you don't know who they meet, you don't know who influences them at that point. So they should learn to love themselves and keep your teachings, your values, your morals up high. They should hold it tight, very, very tight. Well, that's it for today. Not just for today, for now. That's it. I have like a lot of videos to do, but I'll be doing. Well, I'll stopping here for today. I hope to see you all soon. Remember to send me an email. I'm dropping my email in the description. Tell me, and I'll be going live very, very soon. This month, I'm going live this month. My first, I don't know, my first live. So I can't wait to see you all. Remember, subscribe, comment, like, share, turn on the notification buttons, and tell me how you feel. If you can ask me questions, yeah, I would gladly, you know, reply. You can ask me via my email, no problem. So I'm waiting for your text, okay? So bye. See you all, parents. Love your kids and love yourself too, okay? Bye bye, kids. Love your parents, listen to them, and put yourself first because it is what it is. Bye.